The WNBA is a league that has very mixed reviews among the community. But no matter what you think about the WNBA, there is no question that they have some quality championship rings, just like other sports leagues we see. Surprise, surprise, as I've done so many times, today we will be ranking another league's championship rings, and this will be the WNBA's. Now, I've had this video suggestion plenty of times from a variety of users. Thank you guys so much for suggesting this video, and finally the day is here where we will be ranking all WNBA rings from worst to best. Now, I really quickly have to mention that there should be 26 WNBA rings, however I could find 23 because the 2001, 2002, and 2003 WNBA rings I could not find. I'm really sorry guys, I tried to look everywhere for them. I looked at every single search engine, asked many people different questions on Reddit, Twitter. I looked everywhere and I could not find any pictures of these rings, and I found no evidence that these rings even existed. So these rings either are barely documented to the point where it's extremely tough to find them, or maybe considering this happened 3 years in a row, there might have been a stretch in the WNBA where the production of rings was halted for those 3 years, maybe a funding issue or some other event that happened. So I'm really sorry guys I couldn't find them to you, but if they do exist and someone knows about them watching this video, please comment any information you know about them and possibly an area to find pictures, because I will be more than willing to redo this entire video if someone finds these 3 missing rings. Anyways, the new Las Vegas ring is coming out soon, so I have multiple reasons to completely remake this video. Now with that out of the way, considering we only have 23 rings to rank, that makes my job really easy, as if you've watched my past ring videos, we've been used to ranking leagues that have countless rings, such as the NFL or NBA, and even the MLB. But with that being said, that's all due to the WNBA being one of the newer leagues, as David Stern only founded it in 1996. So that means we have the rings all the way from the 1997 Houston Comets ring to the 2022 Las Vegas ring. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to support the channel. And once again, feel free to check out my channel for other sports videos. If you like sports, once again, you will like my channel, as I cover all sports and I have a plethora of videos just like this one that you guys will enjoy. But enough chit chat, let's rank these 23 WNBA rings from worst to best. At number 23, we have the 2006 Detroit Shock ring. This was one of the rings I had an absurdly hard time searching for, but literally after 2 hours of searching for this specific ring, I found one picture of Bill Laimbeer wearing it on his pinky finger. With that being said, this is all the information and photos that we can go off of, and due to that and its simplistic nature, I think it's safe to put this at the last spot in this list. A very simple design with a diamond in the center and the words WNBA Champions around it, and one more ring of diamonds on the outside for good measure. At number 22, we have the 2004 Seattle Storm ring. Now, once again, a ring that features no color. However, I do prefer the design of this ring a bit with the Seattle Storm logo in the center. Sure, it isn't that beautiful, but it does beat out the Detroit Shock ring. And I do appreciate the fact that there is more pictures of this ring than the Shock ring as well. But once again, not really much to add here. At number 21, we have the 2007 Phoenix Mercury ring. Now, I actually really like some design aspects of this ring. I like the text Mercury going across the center and a nice font that I think really matches the logo. And then you have a bunch of very small diamonds that just glisten in the background. With that being said, there is a lot of open space on the ring that they could have added more with, but I feel like that kind of would have gone against their goal in making it a nice shiny backdrop. So with those pros and cons going against each other, I think it lands here at number 21. Cracking the top 20, we have the 1999 Houston Comets ring. Now, this is one of 4 rings that they won in a row to kick off the WNBA founding. They started off a dynasty right off the bat, but this is their 3rd ring, and in my opinion, their worst ring. Not that that's necessarily bad, but it just doesn't deliver like the other rings do. You gotta love the 3 WNBA trophies in the center with diamonds at the top of each of them, but besides that, there's really nothing else whatsoever going on with this ring, but I think 20 is a nice spot. At 19, we have another Comets ring, and this also happens to be the first ever WNBA ring. This is their 1997 ring. For this being the WNBA's first ring created, it actually does a pretty good job at what a ring needs to accomplish. You have a beautifully crafted logo in the center, diamonds surrounding, and a nice border on the outside. Simple, but impressive for the league's first ring. At number 18, we have the 3rd Comets ring in a row, and this is their 1998 ring. Now, this pretty much takes their first ring and just improves upon it, considering this was their 2nd championship rather than their 1st. The logo is a little more compact in the center, but that leaves space to the beautiful 2 ruby comets, one at the top and bottom of the ring, obviously meaning the 2 championships. A really cool detail, and the fact that they incorporate this in a way that shows not only the logo, but the representation of their 2 championships is wonderful. At 17, we have the 2005 Sacramento Monarchs ring. A pretty nice ring considering it was made all the way back in 2005. It has the Monarchs text logo going across the center basketball, which is filled with diamonds. A nice design, keeps it simple, but has a lot of cool aspects on it. At 16, we have another basketball shaped ring, and this is the Comets 2000 ring. I prefer this one over the Monarchs ring considering the logo is done better, and in addition, there is a layer of diamonds around the outer circle. The basketball I don't think is as done as the Monarchs ring, but that being said, I do think there are more aspects I prefer on this ring than the Monarchs ring, but these rings can easily be interchanged based on personal preference. At 15, we have the 2010 Seattle Storm ring. Now this ring would be a decent amount higher on this list if there was some of that Seattle green or even gold. That being said, color-wise, it is a plain ring, but the design is done nicely as you have the Seattle logo in the center. And it looks like a very modern ring with all the font and nicely formatted style. There's also the WNBA trophy on the side of the ring, which I appreciate. And it's really crafted well if there was just some color. At number 14, we have the 2013 Minnesota Lynx ring. Overall, I like the outline of the Lynx and I like the coloring with the nice green in the center. However, the design for me isn't all there. Obviously, it's better than the previous rings mentioned on this list. However, I think I prefer the face of the Lynx rather than an M covering the Lynx's face. I just feel like it's a weird approach to design, and I kind of understand why they did it because the ring they won 2 years previously, which will appear later on this list, already has the Lynx face on it, and I feel like it'd look way too similar if they did that approach. But still, there could have definitely been another avenue they could have gone here. However, at the end of the day, it is still a decently crafted ring. Clean font, beautiful diamonds, especially in the center of the ring, and that's what puts it at this number 14 spot. At 13, we have the 2009 Phoenix Mercury ring. One of the more simpler designs, but nonetheless pretty solid. The border is nice and it follows the stacked diamond approach that you see on a lot of other rings, and I really enjoy that method. Center of the ring could be worked on a bit. It's just the M standing for Mercury, obviously, with the Mercury secondary color purple as the outline. There definitely could be some orange on this ring and maybe even some more purple. Besides the slight outline of the M, there isn't any other color on this ring, which I think is lacking. But besides that, the M looks pretty nice, as well as the stacked diamonds on the side. At number 12, we have the 2008 Detroit Shock ring. Now, once again, this is another Shock ring that was just very hard to find. This one didn't take me as long as the 2006 ring. However, I could only find 2 pictures of this ring, and both of them are being worn. But with that being said, looking at the design, it is a pretty solid ring. The logo is executed wonderfully here. I like the amount of color in the center. You have the blue as well as the red, so we see both the primary and secondary color. And I like how there's the lightning bolts coming out of the Shock logo from the center and even kind of overlapping the border, giving a nice 3D aspect to the ring. We are now past the halfway mark on this list, and at number 11 we have the 2015 Minnesota Lynx ring. There could be a bit more color on this ring, which I'm starting to notice is a common complaint I have with these rings. But besides the text logo, there is a nice shade of blue, and then on the outside perimeter there is that green, which is the secondary color. So the outside perimeter is done really nicely, and I do enjoy the diamond pattern of it. And of course, you have the 3 trophies right in the center behind the text logo, just boasting their success that they had in only the previous 5 seasons. We have now entered the top 10, and starting off at number 10 we have another Lynx ring, and this is their 2011 ring. Now, despite this being their earliest ring out of the 3 we've already mentioned, I believe that this ring is the best out of them, considering the fact that the Lynx logo is the best done on it. You have the beautiful Lynx logo in the center, and the logo is actually backed by this other layer of Minnesota Lynx blue, and they even did a good job designing the WNBA basketball scene underneath the logo, which implements that orangey red color that you see on the actual WNBA ball. Love the logo, and the rest of it looks nice as well. At number 9, we surprisingly have the newest ring. This is the 2022 Las Vegas Aces ring. Now, from a design perspective, it's a stunning ring. The actual detail on it is one of the best, in my opinion, honestly, the second best design that we see out of any of these rings. However, you guys know exactly what I'm going to say here. There is absolutely no color. Color would have helped out this ring so much, probably even be maybe the best ring out of all of these. If you see the Las Vegas dark red in the center, it would look stunning, including the fact that it would make the details more discernible on the ring. Some of the details kind of blend in together due to the lack of color. But if we're overlooking color, I mean, the basketball behind the logo looks nice. The logo is beautifully designed at least, and you have a ring of stacked diamonds going around the basketball. They had the right idea design wise, but just add some color. At number 8 we have the 2018 Seattle Storm ring. Now there's a lot of rings across a bunch of leagues that have the similar design aspect of being one of the kind of whiteout rings. There isn't really that much detail, but more focused on the overload of white diamonds in the center. And a lot of times I'm not really a huge fan of this practice, this time included. I will say the coloring is nice, as I love the green in the center as well as the gold outline of the S. The logo is done well, and everything else on this ring is done solid. But with that being said, the oversimplified approaches aren't necessarily my favorite, but it's still a great ring. Now I have to say the top 7 rings really do take a nice jump in quality, as I had a trouble ranking all these 7 rings. But we'll start with the 2012 Indiana Fever ring. Now this one kind of hurts me. I really wanted to see this one do better because it's an amazing ring for its age. I love the balance of color. The Fever logo in the center is beautiful with the red in the center. Blue sapphires, the secondary color, make up the border nicely. It's a great ring. It's just that these other 6 rings are obviously more recent, so they have more design, better technology, but I really want to see this ring do better because simply there isn't really much more they could have done on this ring. At number 6, we have the 2014 Phoenix Mercury ring. A beautiful display of colors here, as it features the beautiful logo in the center. It has that darker purple in the middle with the orange diamonds going around the center logo, which looks really nice. I really appreciate this design here. There isn't really much other design aspects on anywhere throughout this ring. However, the logo just really delivers here, and that's why it has the number 6 spot. We're at the top 5, and at number 5, we have the 2016 LA Sparks ring. It contains beautiful purple and gold, obviously because it is the sister team of the Lakers. And really, you could put the word Lakers over the center of this ring and you could fool anybody. But with that being said, the actual ring looks beautiful. 3 trophies in the background behind the word Sparks look amazing, and then the purple background behind that. 2016 WNBA champions make up the border on each of the left and right side of the ring, and the rest is filled with beautiful white diamonds. A well-crafted ring, and there really isn't that much to critique here. At number 4, we have the 2020 Seattle Storm ring. Now, I wish they had the actual Storm logo in the center, but just the word Storm looks nice as well, and I like how they made it the Storm green. The rest of the ring, and I mean the rest of it, is gold with white diamonds throughout. So they really went for just a lot of color here, and it works out that yellow or gold is the secondary color of the team. Obviously, you have the trophy in the background, which looks very nice, and I feel like the diamonds are nicely spread out as well. Besides the logo, the rest of this ring is pretty much perfect. At number 3, we have the 2019 Washington Mystics ring. Now, a beautiful display of color here. Blue and red always go together, and I love how they use the secondary logo instead of the primary logo, because I think the DC in the center just fits so much better. There's a beautiful ruby layer around the center of the ring, and inside that you obviously have the main logo, DC. The logo is done well as it mixes a beautiful combination of sapphire and ruby, and even the WNBA trophy in between the D and C is beautifully designed with a row of diamonds at the bottom and the top looking stunning. A beautiful ring, amazing color combination, and a huge success. At number 2, almost being the best ring in WNBA history, we have the 2017 Minnesota Lynx ring. Now this is how a ring is supposed to be done. Beautiful craftsmanship. I love all the layers associated with this ring. The color is amazing. You have all 3 of the Minnesota Lynx primary colors on there. You have the lighter blue basketball at the very back. Following that, you have a darker blue ring around that basketball with the words Minnesota Lynx on it. And then you have a beautifully crafted lynx. The design is really well done, and the eyes are green just like the logo. They did amazing. And as the cherry on top for this ring, you can clearly see how they've won 4 championships, as there is a diamond in each corner of the ring. Beautifully done. Color is great, nods to their success is great, and the overall design is fantastic. But at number 1, the best ring in WNBA history belongs to the 2021 Chicago Sky. An absolutely magnificent ring. I mean, just look at the colors on this ring. That's my favorite part of this ring, and there's still many other aspects that improve on it. It has my favorite coloring out of any ring. The blue is beautifully done, as well as the remaining of the ring being a beautiful, almost 50-50 combination of gold and white diamonds. The way the background and the diamonds are intertwined really make it seem like a mesh of colors, and I'm really a fan of that design practice. And of course, let's talk about the middle logo. It's beautifully done. And of course, you have the basketball outline in the back, but in the center is what truly is special. It has a Chicago icon, the Willis Tower, one of the tallest buildings in the world, the 3rd tallest building in the US, and it being a Chicago staple has its right spot in the middle of the ring. Absolutely greatly designed. There's some shading on there to give it a 3D effect, and there's diamonds going up the tower, which look really nice. An absolutely beautiful crafted ring, glossy, smooth, great color combination, design, everything all comes together, making the 2021 Chicago Sky ring the best ring in WNBA history. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy yet another ring video. They're fun to make, and you guys seem to have a fun time watching it. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and we've been growing a ton recently. So thank you guys so much for that. Once again, feel free to check out my channel for other ring videos. I have a bunch of ring videos and just a lot of sports videos in general. Like I said, if you like sports, you will enjoy my channel. And if you're listening to me right now, you've made it this long through the video, you will enjoy my channel. So make sure to check that out. Always make sure to leave any video suggestions you have in the comment section, because I always look at the comments. I make sure to respond to everybody I can, and I'm a very interactive YouTuber, so make sure to leave it down because I will see it and I will add it to my to-do list. I already have a list of videos to make, so thank you guys for all your current suggestions. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next Heaps video.